What is up, guys? So today is the first vlog video that I'm making since I've been back from Jeddah. I've been back for about a month now, so I've just been taking it easy. I've done a bit of riding, but I haven't really recorded anything. I just wanted to just chill, be back in Cape Town and take things a little bit slower. So yeah, what I thought about doing today was just doing like a Jeddah debrief video. So what I mean by that is just answer some questions. I wrote down a couple of questions that people might want to know answers to, and also if you want to know something, if you want to ask me a question about my time in Jeddah, please feel free to leave it in the comments. So I'm at the waterfront in Cape Town. As you can see, there's Table Mountain, and then I think that is the Victoria Hotel, and there is Greenpoint Stadium, and here is the sea. Down there you can see Robben Island. Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. The sea is perfectly flat. There's some helicopters flying around, and there's some boats and all kinds of things. So yeah, it's a pretty great day. So I'm going to start with the first question. Why did I go to Jeddah? So the reason why I went to Jeddah was because our company, I'm a graphic designer and animator, and our company makes e-learning material. So we basically wanted to start a version of our company in Saudi Arabia. So we needed people to go over to do a skills transfer, to train people there to be animators and graphic designers and e-learning designers. So the contract was for 3 months. So I went there to train people up to be designers and animators, and that's basically it. Then first impressions of Jeddah. So Jeddah is very different to Cape Town, obviously. As you can see, Cape Town is beautiful, sunny, moderate temperature. The sky's blue, there's lots of greenery. Whereas Jeddah, obviously being in the desert, is a lot drier, a lot browner because of all the sand that's in the air. But it's a nice difference. It was the first time I travelled, so to me everything was a good experience. Yeah, it's just different. Very flat. I'm used to Cape Town, where you can see there's a lot of mountains in the distance. There's obviously Table Mountain. So Jeddah is very flat. The roads are like a grid system. There's not really any twisty kind of roads in the city. But yeah, overall it wasn't too bad. But yeah, my main talking point would just be it's different. Okay, traffic. Traffic was insane. Compared to Cape Town, Cape Town looks like a sleepy village of 10 people compared to Jeddah. The driving there is hectic, and they start driving faster at night, which is strange. And also they have a weird kind of U-turn system where you would, instead of having an intersection, the highway would just have a gap in the middle where you'd do a U-turn and then go back the other way. And I actually found that it made our trips probably another 10 to 15 minutes longer because of all the U-turning that we had to do instead of just having an intersection. But yeah, the people, they drive crazily, but I don't know, it's kind of like calculated. There are a lot of accidents there every day, and everyone is on their phones while they're driving. So yeah, driving to work was pretty stressful. But after a while, you just get used to it. You just get used to the close calls, which is a bit of a hectic thing to say, that you get used to almost having accidents every day, but it's just how it is. It's how life is there. Okay, how's the food? The food is pretty good. It's very American, which I didn't expect for a Saudi Arabian country. So all the American fast food chains are there. We went to Fuddruckers a few times. There was Applebee's, there was Burger King's, McDonald's, all kinds of stuff. We didn't really have that much fast food, but yeah, it was all there. It was a lot more American than I expected. But then the local cuisine was also very nice. Our colleagues in the office often brought us homemade food, and it was delicious. It was very, very nice. Very bread based, very carby, but it was really good. That was a nice surprise actually. Weather was pretty decent actually, because it was their winter. The hottest day was about 32 degrees, but it wasn't like scorching hot. Like right now, the temperature is probably about 22, and I can feel my skin is burning. The sun here just seems more intense, whereas the sun in Jeddah, it doesn't seem as hectic. Maybe because it's shining through all the sand in the air. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it was actually quite pleasant. It rained a few times, and when it rained, it's just turned into humidity instantly. Also, there's a helicopter about to take off over there, so I hope you can hear me. Yeah, so weather was good, sunny days every day. Oh, we had a massive sandstorm as well, which is called a haboob. So on the second last day before I left, we had a huge sandstorm, and a lot of people had to stay at home for asthma, and the schools closed for the kids. I thought it was pretty awesome, but other people were freaked out by it, so that was an experience. Okay, people were very friendly. The Saudis were very accommodating. Some of them were a little like, I don't know, not that happy to see me, because apparently I look quite American according to my colleagues. I look like I'm from Miami or New York. Maybe it's my style, or because I'm white, I don't know. There's a helicopter down there. Wonder if you can see it. I think there's two actually taking off. Okay, was it people? Yeah. So, sure, that's a nice helicopter. Must be a two in a row. So yeah, the people were very friendly. The service workers and cleaners and stuff were all Filipinos and Indians and Pakistanis. They were super friendly, very nice people. Very happy as well. The service staff were always happy, which is nice. That I didn't expect. I didn't know there was such a I don't know how do you say, big service staff industry of Indians and Pakistanis there. I didn't know about that, but yeah, they were nice. The Saudis were nice. They were also very interested to know that I was from South Africa. When we were getting food a couple of times, they heard me talking and asked if I was from South Africa, and they were quite happy about that. Okay, did I see any bikes and bikers? Yes. Well, sort of. The first 2-3 weeks I saw maybe 4 bikes in total. The traffic in Jeddah is like insane. It's highly ill-advised to ride a motorbike there. The weekends are probably your best bets, but peak hour traffic is just a nightmare. I would never want to ride a bike there. But I did see a couple of bikes, lots of Harleys. There's a big Harley chapter there. But in general, every day, not many bikes on the road. On the weekends, I saw a lot more. Okay, the bike show. Yeah, the bike show is great. You can check out my video. I'll put a link here. But yeah, the bike show is really awesome. The funny thing was that we got there very early. So in Saudi, things are a little bit slower than we are used to. So when we have an event in Cape Town, it gets very busy quickly. So you want to go early. So we drove the 100 or so kilometers out to the King Abdulaziz Economic Center to the bike show. and we got there at about 10 o'clock. And because it was a 3-day show, we went on the second day, and it looked like they had a massive party the night before. That like the place was a mess. There was no bikes, no nothing. So we asked one of the guys what time the bike show starts, and he said 2:30. So we had 4 hours to kill. So then Royston and I went and hired bicycles, and we cycled around, which was pretty fun. We come back at 2:30, and it still looks the same. So then we see one guy carrying a Kawasaki banner, and we ask him, what time does the bike show start? And he's like, 4:30. So we're like, okay. So we go away again for another 2 hours, come back at 4:30, and now things are starting to happen. Some bikers are arriving. So at about 4:30, 5, it really started kicking off, and the stunts started happening and stuff. But yeah, it was fun. It was an experience. It was nice cycling around that area. It's very, very pretty. But yeah, that was the bike show. Then, okay, meeting Dave Murphy. Yes. Before I left for Jeddah, I did research on YouTube and looked up if there were any motor vloggers in Saudi Arabia, and I came across the chap of Dave Murphy, or Dave Murphy Engineer. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Yeah, so I watched a couple of his videos, and I reached out to him, and timing was a bit iffy, but because he was going back to the UK and I was going back to South Africa, so we only literally had one weekend to meet up. But yeah, we met up at the Harley shop in Jeddah, looked at some bikes and just chatted, and then we went to Fuddruckers and had some awesome burgers and chatted some more. And yeah, it was really cool to meet him, and it was nice to meet up with someone else from the vlogging community, also from the other side of the world, and to get his perspective on things. We're both pretty small channels anyway, so it was nice just to have a chat and catch up. Yeah, also I say catch up like we talk like old friends, but we got on really well, so yeah. BMW trip. Okay, so that was super lucky. A week after I put up my Jeddah Bike Week video, I got a comment on my video saying, please contact me, I might have an opportunity you might be interested in, which kind of sounded kind of like spam at the time, like one of those channel people that want you to sign up with their channel. So I gave them my email, and he replied, and it was actually the brand manager from BMW, Amar Pardesi, I think I'm saying that right, and his regional manager was a man called Donovan Clue, and I did a little bit of research on him on Facebook and found out he was actually South African as well. He's from Port Elizabeth, which is pretty cool. So he was kind enough to set up a ride for me, and I went to BMW and they gave me a bike and some gear, and I went on an awesome ride. I'll put the link to that video here as well. But yeah, that was flipping awesome, and it was on the last weekend before I left, so I got super lucky on that one. Sure, that was really a great experience. Yeah, I really hope I can do something like that again. Okay, would I go back to Jeddah? As nice of a place as it is, being away from family and friends kind of sucked. Also, just being in another country without your own transport as well also sucked. So here I obviously have my own car and my own bike, but when we were in Jeddah, we had a hire car that only 2 people were allowed to drive, and I wasn't one of them yet. So whenever I wanted to do something, or we wanted to do something, we'd have to ask the driver, either Royston or Bill, if they could take us somewhere. So that was a bit frustrating. But in general, probably not. It's a nice place, but it's not that nice that I'd want to go back. I am glad I went though. It's one of the things I am happy about is that it's one of those places that you wouldn't normally go to on a holiday, but now that I've been there, I'm actually very glad that I had the chance to go. Okay, what would I do differently? I would have tried to make a plan to get on a bike sooner, even if it was just for the weekends, even if I had to buy a bike, just so that I could get around and do more exploring. Once you're out of the city, the countryside is actually quite nice. There's lots of brilliant twisty roads there. Dave Murphy can elaborate on that more. He's got some awesome footage of those roads. But yeah, I would have liked to explore some more, maybe gone up to Taif where he is, or to Riyadh to go check out the racetrack. And also there's some cool meteor crater that's quite far away. But yeah, I would have liked to have done a bit more country exploring, and gotten on a bike sooner. Okay, what's next? What bike does Royston ride? Royston rides a Harley 883 Iron in matte black. It's a very nice bike and it suits him, suits his beard. How was Oman and Abu Dhabi? So Abu Dhabi was the first stop of my trip. I went from Cape Town to Joburg to Abu Dhabi, and then I was in Abu Dhabi for 5 days, which is very cool, massive city. I really enjoyed it there. We didn't really get a chance to explore that much, but it was really great. I'd actually like to go back. I'd also like to go to Ferrari World. Then Oman was also very nice, super clean, very pretty place. I'd also like to go back there and explore more. I did have a vlog that I made there that you can check out here. So yeah, both of those places are cool, but also because it's my first time traveling, every place is cool, so I'm not really an authority on traveling at the moment. Okay, what did I miss most about home besides my bikes? So what I probably missed the most about being away was obviously my fiance. I missed her a lot, and also I think I just missed being independent more. Like I said earlier, relying on people to drive you somewhere is a bit of a crap situation, I guess. I missed the weather. I also missed the people. Africans and South Africans are super friendly. When I got back to Joburg, it was just like a nice relief. Everyone was just happy. Yeah, I think randomly people. From a South African, you'd never think you'd miss people, or African or South African people. But sure, way more friendlier than most of the people overseas. So yeah, I think that would be the one thing I missed the most. Okay, well, the last one was just leave a comment, answer as best as I can. So yeah, if you want to know anything, ask me any more questions, just leave a comment. I know this is a long video with not much bike stuff. I'll probably put a little bit of riding in now on my way back, just to add some bike stuff. Oh, flip. I need to make another video, I just forgot. So before I left, I also I got my wheels. I said I was going to get my wheels painted, and when I came back, the week after I got back, I had my wheels done. So I'm going to make a video of that as well. Maybe I'll make that now. I'm meeting up with Fix It with C4, so maybe I'll make that as well. So yeah, you can expect that video. Then there's this video, and then I've got one other video that I filmed last weekend, just a music video riding around the coast. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to get back to normal videos again. And yeah, thanks for watching. I know this is a long one, it's already 19 minutes. So yeah, I will catch you on the next one. Cheers guys.